Hello everybody, and welcome to my first cleaning video. This is going to be a Sunday reset video. I'll be doing laundry, putting away some clothes, and just tidying up a lot of different spaces that really needed it in my house so that I can be properly ready for the week. My name is Lauren. I am a work-from-home military spouse. I am a full-time YouTuber already. I do ASMR content, which is, if you don't know what ASMR is, it's essentially just relaxing, calming videos that help people relax and sleep. I make those videos full-time here on YouTube, and I thought it is a good chance now to branch out into new content that I like. I personally love homemaking, lifestyle content, and I thought I might as well give it a shot and do it myself. So if you like this kind of content, please give this video a like and feel free to say hello. I'll be responding to comments and stuff and getting to know you guys. So, as you can see, I have a seemingly obscene amount of laundry that I'm putting away when it's just for one person. My husband is currently deployed overseas, so it is just me and our two cats right now. But the thing about me is I am the worst when it comes to laundry. I do let it pile up for, goodness, like 2 weeks probably before I actually get to it. But I kind of just make a day out of it and get it all done in just one day. So that is what this Sunday reset really is for. It's just, you know, to get those things done that you've been putting off for the week so that you can start your new week off on the right foot. So I like to just sit on the bed with the pile of clothes to me on one side, and then I can fold them all to my other side. I also, in front of me, have our TV on, and I'm watching some cleaning motivation videos from other creators as well to help me kind of feel like I'm not alone in the process. I really like watching cleaning motivation videos to obviously get motivation for cleaning, but I like to do it while I'm cleaning as well, so it feels like I'm not alone in the process, because sometimes it can feel really exhausting, like, why the heck am I doing this? But when I'm watching someone else do it as well while I'm doing it, it makes it feel a lot more doable, because if they can do it, so can I. And if I can do it, so can you. So, every once in a while, you'll probably see me grab my phone. I was considering editing those parts out, but I thought I'd leave it in. I am, as I said, a military spouse, and my husband is deployed overseas currently, and I always keep my phone right next to me so that anytime that he messages me, I am right there to answer him because we are multiple time zones away from each other. And so communication really is so important when your spouse is deployed and you won't see them for many months. So I definitely try to keep in contact with him as much as possible. So I kind of drop whatever I'm doing to text him back always because I know that it is very, very important to our relationship, and I know it makes him happy to be able to talk to me as much as possible. Also, does anybody else find that hanging shirts on their hangers is the worst part about putting away laundry? Or is that just me? Because I feel like hanging up the shirts is like the main reason that I avoid putting away laundry. For some reason, I can't stand it. I've considered maybe putting all of my shirts folded into my dresser. I just haven't made that transition yet, but I feel like that is a worthwhile endeavor in exploring to see if it would fit in my dresser, because I, for some reason, just can't stand putting shirts on their hangers. I wonder if anybody else feels that way. We recently got this new dresser from IKEA. It is their Hems dresser. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. My mother also has the same dresser, and I love theirs. And so I decided to get it for myself as well, because our last dresser was very, very small. I actually got it off the side of the road for free, and it just was not fitting our clothes anymore. So I finally bit the bullet and upgraded, and I love this dresser so much. It has so much room. It is unbelievable. But it is still new, and I'm still kind of figuring out where everything goes, so you'll kind of see me put everything into its place, and then I end up readjusting because I realized that my jeans and shorts actually go in the bottom drawer, and I totally forgot that. But yeah, I'll eventually get the hang of it. And I might end up, switching out for shirts in one of the drawers anyways, but we'll see how it goes. And there's a little clip of Ahsoka, my cat. I have two cats, Ahsoka and Naboo. They are both named after characters and a planet in Star Wars, Ahsoka Tano and the planet Naboo. If you're a Star Wars fan, you know what I'm talking about. I had to pull up a step stool to be able to reach the top rack to put my husband's shirts on the rack because I am quite short, or maybe the rack is just quite tall, but I can't reach it from the floor, so I have to use a step stool. Also, you'll notice my husband has way too many shirts, but I don't want to get rid of any without him being home to approve. So I just am gonna deal with a very, very full rack until he comes home. And folding these bath towels. That first towel, I just needed to let you know, it is a army towel that my husband got when he was in basic training. I was going to throw it away because it is thin like a napkin, but it's actually a really good junk towel that I can put under things when I'm staining or painting or doing any DIY projects or anything of that sort. So I decided to keep it as a little DIY junk towel. And now I'm moving on to kind of pick up the clutter in our master bedroom here. It wasn't too bad on this day, but you know, clutter just kind of accumulates over time, so that's what the purpose of this Sunday reset is to just get everything back in order and to feel much more tidy so that I can start my Monday and start my week off on a much more pleasant note. You'll see me put some things in that bucket down there from time to time. It is something I thought of just today when I started doing this, that I would just have a cleaning bucket, or a clutter bucket I guess I would call it, where when things don't belong in that particular room that I'm in, I'm just going to put the items in the bucket and then I'm going to move that bucket into the next room, and it continues where I put clutter into that bucket, and then once I bring the bucket into the room where that clutter actually goes, then I'm able to take it out of the bucket and put it where it goes into that room. It mostly just saves me the hassle of running around from room to room trying to get everything put away, because I do have ADHD, and if I see something that goes into the kitchen that's currently in my bedroom, and then I go to the kitchen, something's definitely going to catch my attention in the kitchen and going to distract me from the task I have in my bedroom. So the bucket helps me stay focused on the room that I'm currently working in for sure. And here's just a little clip of the completed master bedroom after I picked up all the clutter. It feels so much nicer in here. And now moving on to the master bathroom. It is a train wreck. It is always a train wreck in here. It is the hardest space in my house to keep tidy. The drawers are disorganized right now. The countertop's messy. I'm definitely gonna have to do an overhaul project on this and get some containers to really help truly organize and put systems in place to keep it organized. So if you guys would like to see a bathroom organization video, please let me know in the comments. But you'll see me do my best here to get things put away and somewhat organized. So in this clip here, I obviously did not realize that the focus was on the cabinet door for a good portion of it, but you can still see a decent amount about what I'm doing, so I decided to leave this clip in. I needed to switch out everything under the sink so that I could fit in these medicine drawers. They're not actually medicine drawers, they're just some drawers I had lying around without anything in them, and so we decided to put some of our medicine and first aid supplies in these drawers, and so I'm just rearranging the drawers that way so it's a lot easier to access. Previously I had them in overflowing buckets, so it was impossible to get to the medicine or first aid supplies that we needed, so this is not perfect, but it is a improvement from what we had before. So these are all the things that were under that cabinet. I will be putting them in this junk bucket to go upstairs. We do keep a lot of extra supplies and travel sized items like shampoo and soap and things like that in the upstairs bathroom, so I'm putting them in the bucket to go upstairs. Okay, so now moving on to the kitchen, you can kind of see me stand there and look at it and kind of think, what the heck am I gonna do? I always feel very overwhelmed in the kitchen when it comes to where to start. I've learned that finding the things that I can throw away, just dump out, throw away, are the easiest things to tackle first. Like takeout cups or leftover food, anything like that is usually the first thing I try to tackle, because I find that because you can throw it away, then it's out of your sight and it's the least amount of contact you have with an item. So that's what I usually go for first. We also have very limited counter space in this house. Our island is very nice sized, but it's not very usable space for things like appliances, because I like to have them against the wall. I don't like them just right out in the middle of the island. But you can see I do have the Instant Pot and our rice cooker there because they're just temporary appliances, but the KitchenAid mixer stays on that back corner, but that's really the only appliances that we have out because of our very limited counter space. Now on to the dishes. The dishes are my absolute least favorite chore ever, the entirety of ever. I can't stand it, but I have learned that when I wear dishwashing gloves, it does make it a little bit better for me. I definitely have some sensory issues when it comes to touching wet food or just anything. It's very gross to me, but the gloves really do help because then I can't feel any of the gunk, and it's very protective for your hands and your skin to wear gloves because the hot water really does age your hands quickly, so I think wearing gloves will definitely be good for me in the long run. Now on to my favorite part of doing the dishes is cleaning the sink. I do love cleaning the sink. Even though I hate doing dishes, I do love cleaning the sink. I feel like it is such a rewarding chore for me because it really is the end of something that I dislike so much, and you really get to, you know, feel really fresh and new and clean. When your sink is clean, it just makes me feel clean. I don't know if anyone else out there can relate. Like, when my sink is clean, I feel so much better about myself. So it is a wonderful, wonderful chore. I did end up forgetting one pan that was sitting on the stove, so I had to go back and clean that pan, of course. I feel like that always happens. I finish up, I clean the sink, and then I turn around and there's like more dishes that I'd never even noticed. Does that ever happen to you? So I'm just filling the trash bag holder here. I use these in a kitchen trash bowl that I leave on the counter. I just put in 2 grocery bags into the bowl and use that for all of my old food scraps. I feel like it is so much better smelling and nicer than putting food scraps directly into the trash where it's gonna stink. The food bowl, I'm able to tie that up at night, and it just keeps everything smelling much better. Now on to the living room. It wasn't too cluttery in here. I just had a couple Amazon boxes that I needed to take to the garage to be thrown out on trash day. So you can see now I'm taking the Oculus out of the clutter box because the Oculus goes into the living room. So that's kind of how the process goes with that, is that when I take it into a room where the item in the bucket is belonging to that room, then I'll take it out, and I just kind of bring that bucket to every room that I go to, and it usually all finds its home in that process. So I really like the clutter bucket. I think, again, with my ADHD, it really helped me stay more focused, and I didn't feel like I have to leave the room to get the room that I'm currently in clean. It allowed me to really get everything done without ever having to leave that room. So that was really helpful for me. And this mess was the most challenging mentally for me. Recently our cat accidentally fell off the balcony there, where you can see there's like a plastic sheet behind me. I just had to install it the other day because she accidentally fell off the balcony, and it gave me quite a fright. She is okay, but I decided that I wanted to put a barrier there to keep them safe so she doesn't fall off again. She was trying to play with her sister who was down below on the ground, and she just lost her footing and fell right off. It was truly like a scene from The Lion King, Mufasa falling. That's really what it looked like. But it created quite a mess trying to install it. It doesn't look that great, but it's more about her safety than anything, so it is what it is, you know? But the mess that it created was very mentally challenging for me to tackle, but we're getting it done. And here is the storage that I was telling you for different travel items and extra toiletries, I guess you'd call it. I keep them in the bathroom there. And now moving to the office, so it's probably the least cluttered space that we've had today, thankfully so. And we are finally emptying our clutter bucket, which is really nice. I highly recommend something like that. You probably don't need as giant of a bucket as I had. It was just what I had around. but I do definitely recommend having your own type of clutter bucket or clutter basket to kind of keep your brain in one place when you're cleaning versus being a little bit more scattered around the entirety of the house. This office is my filming space for my YouTube videos. It's kind of where the camera is actually propped up right now, so you can't see it, but I have a whole desk and cameras and lighting, the whole 9 yards for my ASMR videos, but this is the new background. We actually just redid this, so you can see I have some paintings on the ground that I have not yet hung up. I just haven't decided where everything's gonna go. So everything there that I'm picking up is just going to the garage, and then we are done for the day. That was our Sunday reset, and I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. Have a great day, everybody. Bye!